The Spanish in Paraguay is obviously very unique since it really is a secondary language to Guarani. So while most people can get around in Spanish, they'll a lot of times say things and you simply will not understand it. Even your companion who may be from Mexico or from Colombia or from Argentina, both of you will look at each other and say, I don't understand what he's saying, when it's usually just the white guy that says, I don't understand what he's saying. And so it's important to understand that just as much as we may struggle with Spanish, a lot of times they have that same problem. So being able to really listen to people without understanding their words is probably the best language skill you can adapt down there. It'll get you the farthest, and it'll also really help you understand what they're saying. And when you are able to understand what they're saying without understanding the words, it also makes it easier for them to understand what you're saying, even though they may not know the words that you're saying or the vocabulary that you're using. So I think the number one language in Paraguay, while it is Guarani, for missionaries and within the church, it's probably just genuine interest is what is shared and understood the most. Because for as good as you speak Guarani or Spanish, you'll never understand someone perfectly, just because there's such a stark language barrier. No one speaks perfect Guarani or Spanish, or they speak more Guarani than Spanish or more Spanish than Guarani. So the best thing you can do is genuinely be interested so that you can really, have that connection and that opening between two people. The number one Spanish word in Paraguay, even though I believe it's from Guarani, is purete. Purete is probably used every 2 sentences in a conversation in Paraguay. And its most basic translation to English would be cool, or sweet, or rockin', or anything that is positive, hip, and fun is purete. You can describe anything you want using the word purete. That meal, it was purete. My companion, he's so purete. The investigator we just found, she's so purete. You can just say purete for almost anything and people will just know what it is, what that abstract idea that you're trying to convey is. It's any quality of goodness that you like. You say purete. Even in English, trying to not say purete is still hard sometimes just because it fits everything so perfectly. Well, obviously Guarani is used a lot, so even among Spanish-speaking people, they'll just use Guarani phrases. All the salutations, all the hellos and goodbyes are usually in Guarani. I think we mentioned Baishapa, the more formal way to say hello, how are you? Baishandareta would be what is your name? Sheishareta would be my name is. A word related to purete would be tusha. It means big and great. Just that idea of something big and great. You'll definitely hear that probably upon getting to Paraguay.